Today I'm trying out a quiche champignon mushroom, quiche with mushroom from 1982 with puff pastry. I thought this was very interesting because it's usually not made with puff pastry, and it seemed pretty simple. Like the ingredients are super basic. First we'll need some bacon. It says 3 ounces of bacon. I used about 4 slices of bacon. I wasn't measuring it honestly when it comes to like the amount of bacon and the mushrooms. I kind of just looked at the dish I have and approximately measured out how much is gonna fit. So first I sliced the bacon long ways twice, and then I was able to cut little pieces of it, and this we're gonna cook low and slow because I want all the fat to render and cook away. We do not want soggy bacon in our quiche. That is just horrible. Actually, quiche is from Germany. It originated in the medieval German kingdom of Lotharingia, but later was adapted by French and renamed to quiche Lorraine. And the word quiche comes from the German word Kuchen, which means cake. So this is basically a salty cake. I used a few mushrooms, like 6 pieces, sliced it in thin slices, and then added it to the bacon. When the bacon was done, this kind of just absorbed all the bacon fat, so it gave it extra flavor to those mushrooms, champignon if you want to call that. And we're gonna mix 6 eggs. I always put the eggs in a separate bowl because you have to smell it in case one of your egg is gone bad. Of course, sometimes I forget it when I buy like really fresh eggs, like I just bought it that day. I might skip this, but if it's been there for like a few days, then I always try to do that. I added about half teaspoon of salt, and this is garlic powder. It is not in the recipe, but when you start cooking and you see a recipe, you can kind of like tell that it's gonna be lacking of something. So I knew that it's just there's not much flavoring in it, so I added the garlic powder, 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, and that is basically it. Mix that all together and the custardy part is done. So 6 eggs and the mushrooms are done. Beautiful, looking gorgeous. I mean, I could eat that just by itself right now. So good. This is the dish I selected. I thought it was a perfect size. I buttered the bottom because that's what the recipe says. I'm following it, except for, the garlic powder. But that was a good idea because without the garlic powder, it didn't really have any kick to it. It was just like bacon, a mushroom, and egg. Nothing special. The puff pastry. Now, when I use puff pastry, I never butter my baking dish because it is already very buttery. But anyways, I did what they say, so following instructions. Yeah, maybe the puff pastry back in the day wasn't as greasy as it is now. I could be wrong. But anyways, it was a little too big, so I used a butter knife to cut off the edges and make it look decent. Yeah, I think it looks good. Recipe says to bake at 350 for 45 minutes. I followed it, and I needed an extra maybe like 4 minutes on top. It was still a little jiggly in the middle, but oh, look at me snacking always. I'm always snacking. That's why I'm not hungry when the food is done. I think a lot of us can relate. I'm putting the bacon and the mushroom on the bottom and then helping it to spread a little bit so it's even on the bottom. And then on top of this, I'm gonna pour over the eggs, and it's ready to go into the oven. Usually when I make puff pastry, I always have it on a higher heat, which is normal to cook with puff pastry. If you make like Danishes, it's on a higher heat to cook faster. But when you have a big filling like this, you don't want to go too high, so maybe even put the temperature just a little bit lower. And I was expecting some growth, but not that much. Like, that is a lot of growth. That is not what quiche is supposed to look like, and that's why you don't really see quiche recipes with puff pastry. To be honest, it turned out really tasty. I'm topping it with some spring onions that I cut, It turned out really tasty, but the puff pastry does make it harder to eat. You definitely have to use a knife. Usually with quiche, the crust is so crumbly, like a pie crust, because it is a pie crust, that you can just eat it with a fork and it will break apart very easily. But with puff pastry, you cannot really do that. So that's the only thing that's probably why it's not made with puff pastry. But I think it turned out very delicious. That garlic powder definitely made a difference. But very simple recipe, very light, but also kind of filling. Like it's not too light and not too filling. It's like in between. Very tasty. I would definitely add more spices, but overall I do like the combination of the flavors that the puff pastry gives to quiche.